best advice I can give someone who's making a transition from a structured HMR in the box program to a phase 2 program is really to try one thing at a time and try one new product, one new grain, one new protein, whatever it is. Try it with the understanding that you'll see how it works for you. And then the next week, try something else and keep adding to your new box in that way.
It's critical to keep up meal replacements. They crowd out other foods. So that if you're tempted by something else, you know you have those to go back to. They're always a great tool.
When you come out of phase 1 into phase 2, the biggest challenges are all these foods out there. Where do you go? I started with, well, and I learned from my coaches again, as you know, on the wall, in our classroom, and in your books. The HMR food chart is, you know, I still go back and look at that at least once every couple of weeks if I'm coming up on something.
Think of yourself as being a dieting person with 1 or 2 things outside the diet each day, or a few each week.
I did this program, as I said, about, I think it's 8 years ago, and I thought, oh, done, I can now go do whatever I want. And over time, it all came back on. But this time, as I approached it, I said, no, this is a way of living and eating. And this is your life. It's not a diet. This is how you eat. This is the healthy way to eat. And so once I made that mind shift, you know, product or fruit and vegetables, that's just healthy eating. So that's what I would advise people, that this is a way of living and living healthily.
My best advice about approaching the transition phase is to plan it. Don't go into the transition phase with fewer plans than you had in phase 1, because you need to plan it even more so, because you need to plan that you can bring more foods in, and you need to plan that carefully.
My advice is to listen to your health educator, because you're going to want to say, woohoo, I'm in phase 2 and I can just go to town, but to go very slowly, to sort of very slowly introduce things, and to really kind of think about continuing to use meal replacements as much as possible. You're beginning to learn about a new way of eating, and you have to sort of think of it that way, that you're not sort of going back to what you used to do, and you're going to slowly learn about sort of eating and being in the world in a different way. You need some guidance with that.